Local 3 News, coverage you can count on.
Our next guest is a firm believer that every part of your home should be beautiful, even your concrete floor. Matt Jeffrey is here with Chattanooga Floor Care, talking about ways he can make your garage floor, your outside patio, anything with concrete, eye-catching. So good to see you.
Thank you for having us.
You've been on before, and I think it's really cool, the concept you have. And a part of what's so cool is you're pretty cool. You make it simple to understand, and you make it as artistic as you possibly can to let the homeowner have an expression now of their own personality in a way in their floor.
Absolutely. So, a lot of people see their concrete spaces and they really think that they're going to be cold and drab and just look that way, and they just accept it. But, with all these new technologies, we can do it in a very cost-effective way for residential spaces, get in, get out with low inconvenience. And that's really changed the game for our residential customers.
So I have just a normal garage floor at my house, and I love it. It's perfectly fine until it gets wet, and then it's really slippery. And it's kind of a hazard. One of the things I love about what you do here, this is your traditional, if you will, but it's textured, Matt, so I'm guessing it makes it a little bit more resistant to falls. Is it a little bit safer?
Absolutely. So we're one of the only companies in the Southeast, specifically the only company in Chattanooga that is third-party tested for our slip coefficients. So these are actually tested to meet OSHA regulation for slip coefficient for dry and wet areas. So we even do pool decks in this where we can add an extra slip additive to make it slip resistant.
Nice. You also, I know we're focusing on the residential, but you do a lot of commercial work. That would make so much sense because they want their customers to be protected.
Absolutely.
And this provides that. Once you come in and you do the work, I mean, it's just stunning what an enhancement that brings to the space. Is there a maintenance that you have to have maintained afterwards? Does it last for how long?
Yeah, so that's a great question. We offer a 15-year warranty with these types of installations for our residential customers. How it is maintained is so much easier than traditional concrete. Concrete's very porous, so it has all these holes in it that just sort of grabs onto all the dirt and debris. While when we finish these, they're finished with a clear coat that is non-porous. So it has a low permeability, making it to where it's super easy to clean. A light pressure wash is all it would ever take if you were going aggressive. But most of our customers say they soak it with water, take a squeegee to it, squeegee it off, leaf blower and blow it off, and they're done.
Wow.
And that's yearly. They don't typically do that but once a year.
That is awesome. Okay, so this is, as I said, the quote traditional, and you can see the different color schemes that you can find. I'm sure you advise people on what to do, but you've been hard at work since I saw you last, and now you're offering this that you're very proud of. What is this?
So these are our terrazzo blends. So terrazzos are extremely popular. You see it in a lot of old buildings. The reason you don't see a lot of new versions of it is because it's extremely expensive. $20+ a square foot to have it installed. It's poured in place like concrete, so you can't rehab a concrete slab with terrazzo. So we've really found this to be, we've worked with a lot of designers, architects around town about finding more design-friendly offerings, and we're installing these in hotels, restaurants, all kinds of spaces where they're very design, prone.
Right.
And they found that it really matches a lot of other areas around there and blends in. You can bring out certain colors and certain textures of other areas like the walls, ceiling, with something like this.
Right. They're just lovely. Now you're going to be at the home show. I can't believe that's right around the corner.
I know. The Fall Home Show is actually on the 19th and 20th of August this year. So it's going to still be hot as summer, but the Fall Home Show, we'll have a booth there. We come and see us, and we can show you more about what we do, walk on it, feel it, talk to a rep about it. We'd be more than happy to share more. You
mentioned the heat that I'm sure we'll have that weekend. So does the weather affect when you can make these installations, how you do your job?
Not at all. So we actually can install these year round. So not just the heat, and we can install these in 100-degree weather, as well as we can install these up to freezing temperatures.
Okay.
So below freezing, we have to, and it's got to be the actual temperature of the concrete itself. but when it's freezing weather, we're really careful how we go about it, but we can install this year round in the area we're in.
It's just beautiful. And if people don't want to wait for the home show, they want to call you today, do you come out to their home to give an estimate and kind of see the space?
We do. So we're really big about doing an estimate, and we do a full true estimate. We do free consultations, so we can send somebody out. We make sure to check the space in full to see exactly what it's going to take to make it perfect for them. First 5 callers that call today, we're going to do $500 off 500 square feet or more.
Wow. Okay, do you have to, before I let you run, if you have cracks in your concrete, if it's not perfect, does that have to be repaired before you can do your job?
Absolutely, and we do all of that. We make sure to
That's
put
part
that
of what you do?
inside the quote. Yep.
Okay.
So, and we even have these new technology. It's a carbon fiber crack lock, which we stitch the crack together, and we can offer those as an additional purchase for the client if they decide that they want. If it's a large crack that's continuing to expand,
right,
we can offer kind of a solution for that.
I think you mentioned that the last time we talked, because we were talking about front walkways up to a porch, I think, and how those cracks can happen as the ground shifts or something. Seems like I have a memory of that.
And it's a newer thing that we're offering. So we've had it in research and development for a few years now. We've been watching other companies around the country use them. They've been around a little while, but we like to really make sure that we do a lot of research and testing before we offer it to the public.
That's very important to stress, so thanks for bringing it up. So you can do the traditional if you want, you can go the terrazzo look if you want, and he'll guide you on the right choice for you and your home. So it's Chattanooga Floor Care. You can find them at the Fall Home Show coming up August 19th and 20th, but you don't have to wait. The phone number is 708-2517. Online, it's ChattanoogaFloorCare.com. Thanks, Matt.
Hey, thank you.
When it comes to your health, local matters. Count on Local 3 News for expert local advice to help you stay well, live better, and raise a healthy family. Watch Eye on Health with Latrice Curry, Thursdays at 5 on Local 3 News.
Presented by the YMCA.
Is your home in need of a makeover? Leaking